Hello everyone, it's Jeffet again from Rubik's Academy. Alright, so today we're going to talk about how do orders interact in the stock market. Okay, so obviously in the foundation course that I offer on several platforms including Udemy and my own platform, alright, I go into it more in depth, in a more in-depth fashion. But for those of you who are looking to just understand how it works briefly, this free YouTube video is what you should be looking out for. Okay, so this free YouTube video can give you a very good starting point to understanding, just give me a moment, to understanding how orders interact in the stock markets. Okay, so let me just go straight into it. Alright, now in the stock markets there are what we call bid orders and ask orders. Okay, now what are bid orders? Bid orders are basically, okay, the best price that a buyer can give to a seller. Alright, best price that buyers can quote to sellers. Okay, best price. Now correspondingly speaking, an ask price is the best price that a seller can quote to a buyer. Okay, that is basically what bid and ask is. So when we say bid, it means what is the price that buyers are quoting. When we say ask, what is the price that sellers are quoting. And what are they buying and selling? They are basically buying and selling shares. Okay, and shares, as we all know, are just multiple units of a stock. Okay, simple enough. So the first term you gotta understand is bid and ask. Okay, simple. Now next, so how does bid and ask interact? They interact through this thing called the NBBO, which stands for National Best Bid and Offer. Okay, so bid, I already went through with you what the word bid means, but the word offer is basically a synonym or another word for the word ask. They mean the same thing. Okay, they mean the same thing. Now the system of MBBO is very simple. Okay, let's say you have a table here. Alright, on the left are all the bid prices. On the right are all the ask prices. Okay, so let's say you have a few people. Let's say you have several orders that are queuing. So there's a bid order that says he wants to buy 1,000 shares. Okay, SH is the abbreviation for shares. 1,000 shares at maybe $5. Okay, then this guy wants to buy 1,000 shares, let's say at $4. This guy wants to buy 1,000 shares at $3. Okay, so 5, 4, 3. Now the $5 order will be pushed to the top. Even if he wasn't buying 1,000 shares, even if he was just buying 100 shares, it will still be pushed to the top. So the quantity doesn't matter. Now what matters is the price that he's willing to buy at. And within these three orders, which is the order that gives the seller the best offer, which is, in other words, which is the highest buying price that among these orders the buyers are willing to offer. And the answer is, you can pause the video, but if you have paused the video, come back, the answer is obviously $5, right? That's the best price that a buyer is willing to offer for these shares. Although he's only buying 100 shares, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, as long as he is giving the best price, his order goes to the top. Now on the other side, maybe you have this guy who wants to sell 100 shares, okay, for $3. This guy wants to sell 1,000 shares at $4. and this guy wants to sell 1,000 shares at $5. Okay, so if you look at this order, on the selling side, which one is the best offer to the buyers? Now the order is inverse because we are looking at things from the seller's perspective, and from the seller's perspective, the best price to the buyers will be $3, right? You want to sell as cheap as possible. The buyers want to buy at as cheap a price as possible. So $3 is the best price. Okay, so in other words, when we have 5 and 3, what happens is that this pair over here becomes the national best bid and offer. It becomes the national best bid and offer. So it's $5 and $3. And what we call the spread is basically 5 minus 3 equals to $2 per share. Now this is never gonna happen in real life. This is too big a spread. Okay, spread isn't meant to be this big. Alright, the spread is basically the difference between the best bid price and the best ask price. Okay, that is what we call the spread. And sometimes people can earn this thing called the spread. Alright, so that is what we mean by national best bid and offer. And now you know the priority and the chronology of which orders are fulfilled. Okay, this one over here will be fulfilled first. These orders will be fulfilled first because they give the best prices to each side. Alright, we'll talk more about how orders are being cleared up in this other video, but for now I'm going to stop here. So the key terminologies to understand is national best bid and offer, bid and ask. Alright, and remember, the quantity of shares does not matter. Okay, thank you. My name is Jefford Lim from Rubik's Academy. See you in the next video.